The pressure is mounting on the National Prosecuting Authority to act. Families of the anti-apartheid activists, the Cradock Four, are fuming that prosecutors have still not made a decision to pursue their case. They say they received a letter from the State Attorney in November confirming that the NPA head, Shamila Batoy, would move on this matter by the 2nd of December. And yet, nothing has come of it. Four Talata, Matthew Goniwe, Sicelo Mahlauli and Sparrow Mkonto were killed, allegedly at the hands of apartheid operatives in 1985. Batoy and Justice Minister Ronald Lamola are expected in Parliament today to answer questions on this and other cases. In the meantime, we've got the family's lawyer, Tim Smit, live on the line. Tim, thanks so much for joining us again. The deadline has been missed. It was really a courtesy on your part not to go ahead with any kind of litigation in this gentleman's agreement, if you like, that the NPA would come back to you with something by the 2nd of December. Now what?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, Annika, that despite the undertakings that the NPA provided, that we would have a decision in regard to whether to prosecute or not prosecute by the 2nd of December. That date, as we know, has come and gone, and yet there was no response from the NPA, other than that they need to investigate further. And that response to investigate further only came as a result of actions on the part of our officers and our client, in that we reviewed the record of the decision of the documents on which the NPA was going to make their decision, and we found that that record was lacking in a number of documents that we had previously referred the NPA and the DPCI to and asked that they investigate those documents. And it just seems that all of those requests were overlooked, as has become custom with the NPA and the DPCI. And so the reason that the investigation hasn't been concluded and the decision not made is that the NPA, quite remarkably, now says that they need to investigate whether there were the higher echelons of government were involved in the decision to murder the Cradock Four. And this investigation was something that we intimated to them in September of 2019. So quite why it's taken them 2 years and 2 months to reach that conclusion is beyond me. So the gentleman's agreement, well, we're certainly proceeding. The NPA now has, and the remaining respondents have to file their answering affidavits in relation to our client's application by the 13th of December. We're not going to be moved on that deadline. And from there, we are already engaging with our opponents. And if we do not have a response from them within the next 24 hours, we will be approaching the court to set another case management meeting so that we can agree the date on which we will argue our client's application. And that's where we are at the moment.
Tim, if I understand correctly, the operatives who were on the scene of the crime are no longer alive. So it would have to move to the conspirators, the people who made the order for the operatives to order the hit on the Cradock Four at the time, who ordered the assassination. And that becomes a political hot potato, doesn't it? Especially if there was some kind of agreement between the ANC and National Party about prosecuting TRC matters.
We've certainly all heard those rumours, Annika. We haven't seen anything that indicates that there was such an agreement, but the unfortunate fact is that there does seem to be this very deliberate delay in prosecuting these atrocious crimes. And it's been 36 years now, moving on to 37, and yet we still can't make a decision in regard to who gave the orders to remove the Cradock Four from society. That is what the signal was from the State Security Council, to remove them from society. That's documented. And yet we're still wondering, well, who should we go after? It's quite clear who we should go after. And those individuals are cited in our papers.
It's so painful for the families who were hoping for some kind of closure at least, or way forward with regards to this matter. And as you say, it's been so many years. Just to finalise, you are expecting a response from the NPA in court papers or answering papers by the 13th of December?
That's correct.
All right, good luck to you. That was
whether
Tim
they meet that deadline, we wait to see.
I suppose it's the end of the court term soon too, so it'll definitely drag on until next year. Well, that was Tim Smit, the lawyer representing the families of the Cradock Four. We'll see what Shamila Batoy and the NDPP has to say in Parliament today about this matter when they appear before the Justice Portfolio Committee.